Hey y'all, good morning and welcome. My name is Coach Veronica Marie, and I am here to help you live a healthier and a happier life. One of the ways I do that is I teach on emotional wellness and spiritual wellness so that you can understand what it really takes to live the abundant life that we all are looking for. Before I begin on this topic, you can find me at my website, veronicamarie.com. If you need anything, you want to sign up for some one on one coaching, you can do it. I am here for it. I'm an emotional coach, a fitness coach, a nutritional coach, and a feminine wisdom mentor. And I want to talk to you about forgiveness today. So, forgiveness is not the first step. Let's just say that. A lot of times people try to jump to forgiveness without understanding that this forgiveness is part of a process. And how you know that forgiveness is not the first step is when you've tried to forgive a deep offense, you've often had problems. In fact, you have kept dealing with the emotion of the situation, wondering what in the world is wrong. I thought I got over it. I thought I forgave. Oh my God, right? You often might even think, dang, how long will this take for me to move past this offense? There's a good reason for it. So if you think about the parts of the self, you have your persona, your ego, and your higher self. If you want more information about those parts of the self, I encourage you to check out my YouTube channel, Coach Veronica Marie, and get caught up with that. So, forgiveness happens in the higher self because the thing about the higher self is your higher self doesn't care what other people think, it doesn't care what other people have done. Your higher self is just interested in getting you to your passion, your purpose, the things that are necessary for your evolution. All right. Hey, Persephone, how you doing? Welcome. Your higher self is interested in your evolution. Your ego is programmed, though, based upon things that you've seen, experienced, heard, etc. Your ego is not interested in forgiveness because it cannot forgive. Your ego is where your memories live. It will not forget. And you don't need to forget in order to forgive. All right. But what you do need to do is resolve the impact of the situation as it occurred in your subconscious. Once you do that, you can choose to forgive. Until then, you're going to keep going on thinking you forgave and you really didn't. So, your higher self is interested in forgiveness and higher qualities like that. Your ego is not interested in forgiving because it cannot forgive. Your ego is limited to past situations, it forms formulas, programs, and applies them to every like situation. All right. And so, in your ego, you need to resolve the energy. You need to see what's actually there, what happened, how it relates to your past programming, resolve that energy, and then forgive. I hope that makes sense. So I offer one-on-one coaching on this all week long. You can find me at veronicamarie.com if you're interested in a coaching session. And what I do is I guide you along in an energy resolution. I can't even talk. I guide you in resolving your energies that keep you sabotaged and stuck. And then we work on releasing forgiveness into the entire process. So let me make this simple by giving you an example. Let's say you perceive that somebody has left you or abandoned you, right? For whatever reason, whether they did or not, that's neither here nor there. Let's say that you feel that and you feel bothered, you feel hurt, you feel betrayed, right? You feel that they lied to you. You have a program in your ego that says, when people lie to me, I do this. Your ego is programmed. I don't like when people lie to me because it causes me emotional distress. So, in order to manage that, I do this. Whatever you do is based on your conditioning, your past, what you've seen, what you've learned. If you're limited, then it also is limited. What you do is a mental strategy to try to get your needs met. And a lot of times it doesn't work, right? So, what you need to do is resolve that rule so that you can understand what is necessary to bring you forward in the situation. That way, you won't keep going into when people lie to me, I do this. When people lie to me, I do this. It will become when people lie to me, I take some time to resolve the energy and then I move forward in a full and complete way. Your ego is programmed. The purpose of this part of your ego, your subconscious, is to make life easy for you. Life would be unbelievably difficult if you had to manage all the processes in your subconscious. So, what your subconscious does is it will absorb information for you, place it in a category or a rule box so that you can keep moving because you have a career, you got work to do, you got children to raise. You can't pay attention to everything, and that is useful. However, when the contents of the subconscious is distorted or altogether untrue, then you begin to have reactions that you don't like and you feel stuck. Your subconscious is running your show. It's all the stuff you don't know that you know that's causing you to behave in certain ways. And if you want to offer forgiveness without removing that program, dissolving it, then you're going to keep in the same cycle over and over and over again. This is why people choose to stay in marriages because they want to forgive. They try to forgive, but the thing keeps coming up. They keep fussing. The offended party keeps going on and on. The other person is like, you got to let this go. And it continues. This happens in your relationships. This happens on the job. You're trying to forgive before you understand that forgiveness is only part of the process. Forgiveness is not the process itself, and it does not involve forgetting. So guess what? Maybe you don't want one-on-one coaching. During the month of May, I have a course coming up called Forgiveness Doesn't Mean Forgetting. I'm going to guide you through 21 days of a forgiveness process. You can sign up for the waiting list now. That's it. I don't want to bombard you with too much information. I just want to let you know that you're normal if you're trying to forgive and you're finding great difficulty in it. Because a lot of times we try to forgive first, and forgiving first is not necessary. It's not the first step. All right. You can't resolve anything that you don't know. All right. And therefore, you won't be really forgiving. Because what you're looking for when you're trying to forgive is you're looking for some personal release, some personal peace. If you're still not in personal peace about it, then you need to go a different route. Now, there are some things that you can spontaneously forgive because those things are not deeply rooted within you. But the things that are really deep, that cut to the core, you're going to have some difficulty. That's normal because you have a deep program in there. And that's where I come in. So I'm Veronica Marie. Nice to meet you if you don't know me. If you know me already, welcome. It's good to see you. Persephone, thank you for tuning in. I cannot see some other comments right now, but I promise to get to them as soon as possible. Between now and then, check out my website, sign up for my forgiveness course. It's coming up in May. And there's some other things that you can get on there too. Just have a look around and see what's good for you. And I'll talk to you soon. VeronicaMarie.com. Bye now.